Coming up in this episode,
the charts are way out.
30. This is the 10-meter zone.
we prepare for a northeasterly gale.
If it's going to blow up 45 knots, we'd like to go into the cove a bit.
And can we hitchhike 6 miles to the local grocery store?
It looks so distraught.
Sucks. After last week's episode, we left Le Havre Yacht Club and spent a couple of days motoring up the coast in 0 wind conditions, past Mahone Bay, popped into Halifax and up into the river in Jeddah, where you join us now. And look at this. This is where we've anchored on the side of the river. Isn't it idyllic? There's a hell of a current running in here. It turns round at midday, and we're going to be heading out of here at midday, out with the current, because this is running in about 2 knots. I'll show you what's happening at the front of the boat this morning.
Nothing, because there's no weed on there.
What? Here it is.
Yeah, there's no weed coming down now, though.
Oh, yeah. Got ourselves a weed catcher.
Yeah, it's catching weeds.
Look how clean the water is. You can see the snubber. There's 3 meters down the snubber, down there, and you can see the chain going all the way down.
We're off again. We've got some nice breeze blowing at the moment, which is bloody lovely. It's about 10 knots of breeze. Lovely. Loving it. Just making our way out of channel, doing 5 knots on the engine. We should be out soon enough. Trying to keep a bit of wind in the sail. It could be a bit more in, but yeah.
It's a nice breeze out here, isn't it?
Lovely.
Didn't think it'd be this much of a breeze this early.
Yeah, no.
Although we'd struggle a bit today.
Well, yeah. Don't jinx it.
Well, yeah. It's about 10 knots. It's a bit more because we're going motoring into it.
Yeah, it is about 9-10 knots.
9-10 knots is enough for the spinnaker. We get up there, around the corner, set a course. We can either have a pole up Jenny or put the spinnaker up. Probably spinnaker, faster. Let's turn the engine off, full set of sails. Just got to wiggle our way out here because there's a few islands and a few low spots in the water. And then we can get clear and then start heading down and then get the spinnaker up. We're cutting enough wind now, aren't we? 4.4 knots through the water, 13 meters of water below the keel.
Lovely.
Good day. Good day. Good day, mate.
Not Australia.
There's the island there we've got to avoid. You can't sail through the island because it's land.
Okay.
There's a gap on the inside there, and then there's a bit more rocks to the outside, so we're going to be threading through a gap. There's plenty of water there, 8 to 10 meters to be fine.
Well, I'm just watching the charts, and it says within 10-meter zone, and the depth is actually 25 meters. It makes you a little bit nervous when that happens.
It's not quite accurate, is it? No. It's gone back down now a little bit.
It's gone way down now.
But it's still out.
18 meters, look at that, jumping up and down. It's meant to be 10 meters all the way across here.
Yeah. Falling off the cliff.
And it's 20 meters, so it's like 10 meters out. Oh, it went up to 27 meters, so 17 meters out. There they go, it's gone back up to 27 meters. 28, 29 meters, 30. This is the 10-meter zone.
It's Monday, 15th of August. Last night we spent in this river here, anchored just up by here, and today we just made our way out. You've seen it this morning. Got to have thread out through all these rocks and things, and we're just gonna head generally that way all day, all evening until it gets dark, and stop somewhere here. I cannot tell you where. It's going to be somewhere here. There's hundreds of islands to choose from. We've got about 10 knots of wind from the southwest that way. It's a southwesterly swell that way, about 1 meter, and it's sunny. That's all I can tell you for now. So we'll probably put the spinnaker up and pole it out on the starboard side I think that'll be the sail setup for the day and the evening then.
It's got Neppy on the helm.
Yes, Neppy is on the helm.
Doing her duties.
Big bag of rubbish there, shouldn't really be there. Plastic. Terrible. She's doing a good job. Well done. Beautiful Neppy. Don't know what we'd do without her. A lot of these outcrops of rocks here in Nova Scotia, they've got a metal light, what do you call it, tower, and they have like a platform with solar panels on there that just power the lights, give them lots of energy during the day so they can flash at night. I've seen that a lot. It's a cheaper way rather than building a big lighthouse on there. God, it's a lovely day. Just looking at this cloud bank behind us, it just looks a bit ominous, doesn't it? Maybe it's the start of some weather coming in or something. Are you scared?
No.
You should be, because you're on scare tactics.
You shouldn't be, because you're on scare tactics.
Oh, right. You shouldn't be, because you're on scare tactics. That's the whole idea of the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting on pretty well. Got about between 7 and
fantastically.
10 knots of wind from behind. We're doing about between 4 and 5 knots, which is pretty respectable. Now this is the perfect sailing, isn't it? Because it's comfortable, it's sunny, the sails are set lovely. Yesterday we had those double swells coming from different directions and everything went wrong. So it was bad.
This
But
is the
today,
best.
lovely.
I'm interrupting you again.
You like interrupting me.
Yeah. This is the best sailing we've had in Nova Scotia, by far.
It's like trade wind
Yeah, I
sailing.
was saying to Adam yesterday that we haven't had, in Nova Scotia yet, we haven't had a sail where we leave in the morning, it's perfect wind, and we sail all day, and we arrive in the night and it's still perfect wind. And today, so far, it's been perfect winds.
Yeah. You've jinxed it now. We're going to have no wind later after tea. We'll be having our tea and then the wind will drop off and the spinnaker will fall in the water. I've jinxed it now.
Hang on, chew it gum.
Luke's going to have some gum.
I feel like a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'll put the kettle on now. Because this is an emergency now. It's a tea emergency. Quickly.
Still can't believe we actually sailed here all the way from Cardiff. From that, I think it was a Monday morning when we left the barrage and we phoned barrage and said, can we get a lockout please? And it was the lockout, and then we're never going to come back. Wow, we hoped anyway. When we left, and 15 months later, we're all up here in Nova Scotia, sailing off the coast of Nova Scotia. Wow. It's just incredible. I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. We used to be members of Cardiff Yacht Club, and there was an old gentleman there. He was coming up to retirement, And he had a small motorboat. He pulled it out of the water and he was working on it during the winter, the off season. And then he relaunched it in the spring and it looked absolutely stunning, lovely boat. And then he retired from his job. Not sure how old he was. He was at the retirement age. And then suddenly he passed away. He had a heart attack before he even could get onto his boat and enjoy it that summer. He had a heart attack and died straight away from retiring from his job. I think that is so utterly sad. So if you can, don't wait until it's too late. Try and, if you've got an adventure, if you've got a dream, just go for it now while you're young and while you can do it. Because life is just so short, isn't it, Luke?
Yeah, it's not all about career, it's about living.
No.
Not working for somebody else to make somebody else rich.
Yeah.
Well, you get too old and too tired to live your dreams. When you retire, you're too old and too tired to do it, so.
Exactly. What's the point of having all that money in the bank and owning your own home? You got all these plans and then, as Luke said, you retire and then you're too old and tired to do anything with your life, and then what's the point in that? Do it while you can. Experience life. Sail to all these countries, or not just sail, go in a camper van, or just
do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do. Don't work for other people. Don't follow everyone else doing the same thing, because once you're old enough, you retire, you've got all that money in your bank, you'll regret it. You've saved your whole life for nothing, just to give it to other people.
What are you doing, Annette?
Playing with my drill.
What, we're sailing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to be drilling out this hole because all this gets clogged up all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And it doesn't drain. And if we're out at sea in some heavy weather and waves keep coming over into here, it's going to bloody flood in here, isn't it?
Yeah. We were advised to drill our plug holes out to make them just big holes. Because somebody said if you're in a gale force 9 and you get a big wave coming over in the cockpit, it'll dump 2.5 tons of water in here and you want it to disappear as soon as possible.
We've done it, we've taken out the middle bits of the plug so it's nice and wide so we can get all the water can pass down through there without getting blocked.
We are doing this while we're sailing, so we do things at like weird times. Can't get the water in there fast enough.
Yeah. Draining away. Making our way in now to here. We've got to go up there and then up a long river. It was all the way up. I don't fancy going up there, to be honest. It'll take ages to get up there. I'm thinking of maybe anchoring, going in here and then up, and there's an anchorage just up there. But tomorrow afternoon and overnight there's wind coming from the northeast. It's going to blow straight across here into that anchorage. And Luke wants to anchor in there, thinks it's going to be okay, but we know it's going to be really wavy and won't be able to get off the boat. We're going to have a look anyway. There's quite a lot of open area for the sea to build up and those strong winds coming down this way. Just for tonight.
The wind's going to die off nothing tonight. I don't understand why we're doing this then. Waste of time.
I thought it would be quite nice.
We should have turned around. No point is there going over here then.
Do you reckon it'll be okay anchored over there then, next to the island?
I'm not going over there now.
After much to-ing and throw-in, we decided not to go up the river, not to anchor on the port side, but anchor on the starboard side of this inlet, just off Sober Island. However, we didn't know what the seabed was.
I'm going to be doing a dip test. What we got is our anchor on a long road and I'm going to put this over the side and just tap it on the ground, and you'll be able to feel through the road whether it's rock or sand or mud, and that'll be a dip test to see if we can drop our anchor there or not.
Yeah, we used to do this when we were sailing on the UK first time on our Sabre 27, and we didn't have an avionics, we just had a basic chart. It didn't give us all the chart information. We used to dip test wherever we anchored, didn't we?
Yes.
It's
Oh,
funny, innit?
it's sand. Oh, it feels like mud.
Yeah.
Works a treat.
If it's rock, you can definitely feel the rock. You can even, yeah, it's weird how you can tell.
Dip test.
Yep. Mud.
Mud, soft, isn't it?
Very soft. But you can feel it through the rope. There's a little bit of give in it. If it was stone, it would vibrate through the rope. Like
Yeah.
a hard vibration. Are we experts at rope thing now, are we?
Yeah. That's a
But
good way of testing
It's
it.
soft, it is. Yeah, it's definitely mud.
Yeah, we haven't.
mud.
I can feel it when I put the anchor down. I put down some chain, and I could feel there's no vibration through the chain or anything. So. Perfect.
No, no mud on there. There it is.
A little bit of mud.
There's mud in there.
Yeah. Mud in the
And
gaps.
there's mud in there as well.
There's no mud on this before because
No,
we used this
it's-
down in the Caribbean.
Yeah. So
Good
yeah,
hold
oh,
in.
there we go. That's proof.
Mud on the floor.
So, this is unexpected little chat thing. This is where we anchored yesterday, where my cursor is. Salmon Cove on Sober Island. We have an issue. That's where we anchored. This is our issue. This low pressure system is going to develop tonight, so it's 1500 now. So we'll forward to, this is 8 o'clock this evening. Let's go to wind gusts. Looking pretty tasty, and we're anchored by here somewhere. We've got 45 knots of wind, 8 o'clock this evening, possibly coming up. This is 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, increasing on us. This is 5 o'clock in the morning, right on us. And we're anchored in here, aren't we? Where are we? We're by here somewhere.
Somewhere there.
We're anchored here at the moment. We got good protection. We've been into the yard, and then there was a guy who said you might want to move your boat up a bit so we're in better protection. And there's actually a mooring there, but we're very unsure whether it's deep enough for Atlas to go there. So after tea, because we're having sausages and mushrooms and stuff for tea because we just run 9 miles, we are going to go and see. We're going to do some dip testing there and see if the mooring's good. I'll show you where we are now, anchored. Excuse the mess. So this is where we're anchored at the moment. The wind is going to be coming from there, so it's quite nice protection, but if it's going to blow up 45 knots, we'd like to go into the cove a bit. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's an orange anchor ball there, no, orange mooring there. That is a mooring. He said we can grab it if we want. We've got quite good protection from the sea because we've got all this down here, and we've got islands out there to break up the sea before it comes in. So we'll be very safe here because we are in mud and it's good holding, but it'll be better if we can get a little bit further. It's already starting to pick up the wind, so we shall see what our findings are.
Wind is picking up. We're making our way over now to the mooring. We've got our dip tester and a load of road. We've marked up 3 meters on the road. So if there's, let's say, 2 meters of water depth there, then it's enough for Atlas to have half a meter left under the keel. We're gonna have a look. It's getting windy, and we're in our little bathtub tender, and all these little tiny waves just come over because it's so rubbish. The guy who owns this place, we brought our tender up to the dock earlier, and he came down to meet us. So super kind again, these people from Nova Scotia. And he said, why don't you bring your boat up and take hold of the mooring or come in closer? It's okay to use the dock for the tender and stuff. He said he builds boats in his shed up there, and he does fishing and he does tours. Takes people on tours to the islands around here.
Made it.
I'm gonna pull it all the way up to the chainy bit.
The chain, is it? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Really heavy chain.
Yeah, we can tie around onto that, can't we?
Yeah. I don't know what's at the bottom of the chain.
No. Well, let's see how deep it is here then.
1, 2, slightly deeper again, nearly 3 meters here.
Yeah.
Sandy and stony.
Okay.
So yeah, gradually gonna get deeper as we go out.
Yeah. We can tie a long warp onto this anchor chain.
Yeah.
Give it a goddamn pull with the engine or whatever.
Really pull it hard.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's big thick chain links and then a massive like fisherman's anchor. Okay, we think we are a go. We've had a look at the footage on the computer, and
We'll put the footage, show you the footage.
yeah, it's big, thick chain links going down to a very large mooring block, which probably looks at least a couple of ton. And there's 2.75 meters of water there, and we need 1.4. So I think we're good to go, aren't we?
Yeah, it's half an hour before low tide. I'm just checking the tides now. I think we're good to go though.
And we're gonna weigh anchor and gingerly make our way in. Oh, it's a pretty minging day out here. Blowing a gale and it's raining. Let's see what the mooring's doing this morning. Oh, I forgot to put that chain back down in the locker. Damn. Yeah, still there. Oh, there's a lot of weight on there. Struth. Oh. There you go. Didn't sleep too well last night. I was a bit nervous about the mooring because we checked it out and everything, but we don't know what the connection is like between the thick chain and the mooring block. Unless you try and dive down and have a look. So every time the wind gusted, I'd wake up. I was up half a night. I just feel safer on anchor because you trust our gear, and you don't fully trust the mooring. Nice jumper.
I know, and he's checking out. Here's Atlas, put on the mooring. We've got a task today. The nearest shop. Oh, we'll just tell you where we are. We're just in somebody's basically back garden. We spoke to the guy yesterday and he gave us that mooring, so incredibly friendly. Our task today is we've got to walk 6 miles to the local town, Sheet Harbour, to get some provision in because we're going on a 24-hour sail tomorrow.
But we're not going to walk.
We're going to try not to walk. We're going to try for the first time ever to thumb a lift. It's going to be quite weird. Let's see if this works. We read this morning as well that thumbing a lift in Canada is illegal, so yeah, I'll make it even more interesting. If we have to walk, it'll take 2.5 hours to do this, so yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We're not going to walk. We'll get a lift.
Just waiting for the car to go past now.
Yeah.
What's happened then?
Oh, it's on, is it? Yeah, still waiting. One car passed and he was like, I can't like this because his car was full.
Car. Only one car's passed in our direction. And been walking
20 minutes?
Yeah, half an hour.
Loads of cars coming this way, but
What
nothing
way?
going towards where we want to go.
Okay, we've been walking for over an hour.
Nothing.
We've had loads of cars pass us, but nobody stopped. I don't know why. We thought it would be easy, and then like the first person going past would have stopped and picked us up, but they haven't. Strange how we get so wrong.
We're literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
These roads, and it's raining, and there's still no one stopping.
Yeah, it started to rain, it has. If we would have known this, we would have taken the boat up the river for an hour and then go to the grocery shops and then come back. And now I think we've got about an hour and 15-minute walk left, and it's raining, so it looks so distraught.
Sucks.
Well, yeah, it doesn't work out, did it?
All the people we've met in Nova Scotia, everyone's so kind and
Friendly.
So someone did stop, a lady pulled over and gave us a lift. We're now in
Fleetwood Harbour.
Sheet Harbour. She dropped us off at the coffee shop, but it's still a 13-minute walk to the supermarket. We didn't realise. We basically walked all the way here, and then she gave us a lift for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but she gave us her phone number and said if you want to lift back, give us a call.
Yeah.
So we're going to give it a call.
She'll give us a lift all the way back. That'd be nice. What's this, Luke?
It says take a flag to increase your visibility. So I'm going to when you're crossing the crossing.
Across the crossing.
Thank you. Look at it.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah, it's good.
Probably because of fog and stuff.
I feel like a lollipop lady.
Lollipop. The British lollipop lady is the lady that helps kids cross the roads from school.
Made it to the food land.
We bought some beer as well.
Yeah, we did, unfortunately. Now we gotta try and get back. It's raining, and we gotta try and get back 6 miles. Oh, no. So we don't know what to do.
The lady that gave us a lift gave us her phone number,
Yeah.
but it doesn't work.
No.
So we're going to hang around the car park and ask people. Try and get a lift.
Oh, this is terrible, isn't it? I just don't feel comfortable with it at all. It's weird, isn't it? Oh well. Let's see what happens.
How was it crossing the Atlantic?
It was lovely. Yeah, we had decent trade winds, no more than 25 knots of trade winds, and yeah, it was a nice crossing. Took 22 days to cross.
Wow.
6 miles.
We made it back. We got a lift all the way back. A nice young couple in a car. Very friendly. Made it to me.
We did.
There they are. Gone by. And Atlas is still on the mooring, which is another nice surprise.
Yes.
We're just going to go back on board now because it's raining and
Put the kettle on.
oh, it's miserable today. Yeah, have a cup of tea.
Cup of tea. Chicken dinner. What's happened then, Luke?
Oh.
Oh, you haven't sliced yourself, have you?
No. The thing is, that tin has gone so rusty, the tin opener won't grab the edge anymore. So I've had no choice but to try and get into it with a knife.
Yeah,
Like punch at the side. Like that. Basically, I'm not doing a very good job.
So. Well then, chicken, potatoes, carrots, and gravy for tea.
Yeah. Well, if we get the tin opener, we get the tin open.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get it open.
I'm the worst person to do this though.
Yeah, no.
Because I
Very destructive.
have accidents like this all the time. Ta-da! I'll get it open. If I can just get one side of it.
Coming up in next week's episode, we sail in 5 to 6 meter breaking seas.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. If you are enjoying the content, please give us a thumbs up, share, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel.
As always, a humongous thank you to our amazing patrons for your support. Without you, really, this journey wouldn't be happening.